Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I made a video previously about Survivor and the final three predictions and who I was going to be sole survivor, and I was completely right on the final three, which I was ecstatic. But then when we got to the final jury, we learned out who the sole survivor was, and when we saw it live in California, I think. And I thought when at the final tribal council I picked Ken. I thought I was going to be exactly right because it seemed like Ken was avoiding all the heat, and Adam and Hannah were bickering back and forth why they deserved to be it. So when I was watching it, I'm like, yes, Ken's going to win. Ken's going to do it. But in the end, we figure out that Adam got all the votes and is sole survivor. One thing I would like to talk about is why maybe Adam got all the votes. I think Adam got all the votes because at Ponderosa, this is like a scenes like after they get voted out. If you make the merge, you stay at a little place with all the people. I think all of them came to conclusion before going to the final tribal to vote for Adam. I think maybe one of the main reasons why Adam won this game is because of his social game. His social game was really good. Even if he was with enemies with someone, he was talking to them. He was friends with them. He wasn't exiling them out. So I just thought that's how he got all the votes. I also think maybe there was people that wanted to vote for Ken, but in the end they all said they're going to come to the conclusion and say we're going to vote for one clear winner, even if we think Ken could have a possibility. In my opinion, I don't kind of like that. That's why I think that happened. I'm not exactly sure, just speculating, but it's just very hard for me to see how Ken did not get any votes at the end. Going with Taylor and Michelle, who hated Adam. Maybe Jay was talking to him and talked about the dead mother. Maybe that made him have like a not dead mother, but her mother that has stage 4 cancer. And we learned out that her mother, when Adam, I think it was an hour, he said when he got back, his mother died, and he told her he had won Survivor. So that is a very sad story. But I think that kind of helped out his case in the end for him being sole survivor. I think it got him some votes because of that, because people felt sorry for that, and he had a good story at the end of the game. So I think maybe that's what won over Taylor and Michelle. I think they would have voted for Ken, and I think they were thinking about voting for Ken, but I think all of them came to conclusion at Ponderosa saying we are going to vote for one clear winner, and I guess they did Adam. Another surprising thing to me was David and Jessica. Jessica gave Ken the legacy advantage and was from the day one, or maybe like around the early stages of the game. Jessica was with Ken like the whole time and thought he was such a good guy and saying all this, and at the end does not give Ken a vote. That just does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Also, I was very surprised about David. David did not vote for Ken. I think maybe he was mad at he got voted out at the final 4 because Ken was part of that and he could have kept him in the game and made him do a fire making challenge with Adam. But in my opinion, that was the perfect move that Ken could have made. If he does not vote out David, David wins this game no matter what. So that was the only way Ken could have won is kept David. If you're saying, oh, he should have kept David and that was $1 million mistake, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind because David would have beat Adam no matter what. I think he would have, because maybe Adam's stage 4 cancer mother story maybe would have helped him, but I think David overall played one of the best games, and Jay maybe. Another thing I would like to talk about was the fake immunity idol that David made, which was really kind of funny because he made like this fake immunity idol where he's collected beads the whole time. He got like a shell or something and had like a little necklace and hid it on the island. And Jay took the bait and was his fish, what David said. And I was really surprised by this because Jay had a hidden immunity idol, and this looked nothing like a hidden immunity idol. And there was no note or anything, I don't think, in the coconut that David made, because he made a little pink like a triangle to make it look like it was like hidden, and it was made by Survivor, but I just thought it was really funny that Jay took the bait on that. So that was kind of a little blunder in Jay's game and kind of ignorance at the end, thinking that there would be an idol at the end. But Adam did find an idol at the end, which he didn't really need to use. He just found it, but it's good for him. That was another good thing in his gameplay that showed. So I think that was something good that Adam did at the end to help his case, maybe to be sole survivor. Um, Another thing I would like to talk about is Adam's blunders in the game, which I thought were going to hurt him at the end. Two of the things that Adam did at the end of this game that surprised me for him actually winning the game was his idol play. The two times he played his idol or helped someone play an idol, the first time I want to talk about wasn't his idol, it was David's idol. He told her to play it on Ken, and that was completely wrong. It's just so mind-boggling to me that he screwed up this time and still gets votes at the end. Like, this was a big blunder because he tells to put it on Ken, which they were going to put it on, I think, Jessica at this point. Maybe this was a rock drawing one. I'm pretty sure it was. And it wasn't even Ken. Ken didn't even get any votes. The other team psyched him out, and Adam was on the side of David, Ken, and Jessica and all of them, and he kind of screwed them. He was so out of the loop that it was just amazes me that like he made this big screw up and he still gets votes at the end saying that he played a great game. I think Adam is a good player, but that's a big screw up on his resume. Another big screw up on his resume is he misplayed his idol completely. His second, I think, the one in the merge where he played it for Hannah. That's such a big screw up too, because he could have kept that idol. He didn't even have to use it on Hannah, and he was so out of the loop that they didn't even need to use it on Hannah because Will was voting with them. So it just amazes me that two times he screwed up on idol play, and showing that he's out of loop. He actually shows that his social game was not that great right there because he didn't know what was going on, and he was out of the loop and played two idols, well, one of his idols, and told David to play the other idol wrongly, and it amazes me that he won the game because of that. It still amazes me too that Ken did not get any votes. It's just a little thing. I think they did, like I said, they did vote. They did decide at Ponderosa maybe before Final Tribal Council said they're going to vote for one clear winner, or they said that at the Final Tribal Council they'll see who is giving the best answers and what they like, and maybe off screen they said, okay, we're all going to vote blah 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 Adam to win the game. So I think that's what happened, which to me, I would never do that if I was on Survivor. I would vote for who I thought should win the game, and I thought Ken played a great game. Things I would like to talk about Ken. He played such a good game at the end. Come on, like he won 4 individual immunities the whole game. 2 of them at the end, which is very, very, very clutch. And like I said, he voted out David, which was a great thing to do. And guess what? When I forgot what season it is, but Tony, who's going to be on Game Changers the next season, who won Survivor, he was partners with Wu. And Wu was a GOAT because Wu at the end had a chance, I don't know who was in the final 3 of them, but it was a final 2 thing of Survivor. And he brings Tony the clear winner, and that was the most stupid decision ever. I think one of the most stupid decisions ever. And sorry, not the stupidest. There's been more stupid ones than that. We got like the JT love letter to Russell, giving him that, and trying to think of the guy's name where he gave the girl the necklace, and then his individual immunity necklace, and they voted him out. But that was kind of a stupid decision by Wu. But at the end, Ken makes a great social decision to vote out David, which I thought was a great move. And I think Ken played a great game at the end, saying he never got really into any of the heated discussions. He was a good guy to everyone. I think at the end, maybe his looks and being that like good looking, I think maybe some people got jealous because of that, or they say, oh, his life's good. He's a model. He doesn't have any of these problems. I think Adam has the mother problems and that stuff. I think that helped him, and Ken being a model and that good looking kind of didn't help him. I know he played that kind of like an old school Survivor game, which is kind of like out of the date. That's kind of like what was the thing. They chose the millennial way, the new way to play Survivor, having a good social game rather than winning immunities and being a nice person, doing stuff at the camp. So it just shows you that Survivor is an always changing game, but in the end, it didn't really change because the new way of Survivor still won. So that is all I have for today for my Survivor thing. The next video I'm going to be doing is they showed us a preview at the end, Game Chambers, where they had some foreign people like Michaela from this season, and they have Tony, who is one of my favorite winners in Survivor, most paranoid player, but he's the funniest player. He has the spy shack and everything in his season, so that's going to be something good. So look out for that video. It's going to be coming soon, maybe this weekend, later this weekend. So be look out for that video. So if you like this video, please leave it a like. Also, comment down below your opinions on the finale, or maybe your favorite moments of the season, like funny moments, just best gameplay moments, anything you can think of on this season of 33 of Millennials vs. Gen X. And also, if you like video game news, Nintendo Switch news, or Survivor news, please subscribe to this channel. You'll probably like some of the content that I'm doing. So that's all I have for today, and this is Yoni signing off.